Okay. So I just got a weird notification here on OBS. It says I'm streaming, but why is it red though? I hate streaming on Connor's computer. Anyway, welcome back everybody. Captain Cuba here, and that's notification for my own video. Captain Cuba here, and once again, today's Friday, so that means this is another one of those member hangouts where we just talk about God of War, we just talk games in general, and my members wanted me to do react to the animation bootcamp, God of War breathing new life into Hardened Spartan. So this is a talk by Bruno Velasquez, the animation director at Santa Monica Studios. Last time we did Jason McDonald, the lead gameplay design. I forgot what his job title was. I know he's a combat dude. Like, he's the one who created the combat. Yeah, okay, yeah. The video was about God of War's reinvented combat system. Hold on, let me go on my. I have to have the chat on my phone, so let me just switch my account. Here we go. Sorry about this, guys. Alright. Alright. Hey, Alex Luperman, how you doing? MNR. Adeline. Nick. I live for you with cat ears. OMG, adorable. I'm gonna have to get one of these, man. I'm gonna have to interview David Jaffe one of these things. Let me check something out first, because now I'm just gonna. I don't know where Bruno's gonna be. I don't want to take part of it. Hold on. I want to see the playback. Okay, so Bruno's gonna be here. I don't want to block him with my camera. Okay, so I'm fine. I think I'm fine. Right there. Okay. So anyway, but yeah, Bruno Velasquez has worked on God of War since 2007, I believe. Jason McDonald was actually from 2005, and I didn't believe it when I heard it. But yeah, I guess we can get started now. Hey, Goldening, how you doing, man? So Cap, what do you think YouTube will approve the stream? We don't know when, dude. Like, we sent the proposal, and they haven't gotten back to me yet. Like, they're supposed to email me like within 5 days. 5 days haven't gone by, but it's weird that they haven't really gotten in contact with us yet. But anyway, let's just begin for now. Let me know if you guys can hear it okay, right? And I'm gonna have my phone on my hand, but I'm not.
All right,
I'm paying attention to you guys. I just have the chat here because I don't have 2 monitors. I could bring my laptop next time, though. I could do that. Let me just have it here. I might do that next time. Jason worked in God of War 1. Again, I still don't believe it, man, because I was watching the making of God of War 1 the other day, and I didn't see him anywhere. Hey, Sharon, how you doing, man?
My name is Bruno Velasquez. I'm the animation director at
Can you guys hear it okay?
Santa Monica. I've been with the studio since 2006, so I had a long relationship with Kratos, about 13 years.
So yeah, 2006, so that was during the development of God of War 2. Anyway,
so
checks out.
My first game at the studio was God of War 2, and that was a great experience working with Cory Barlog as a game director, and for this latest project, had the opportunity to work with him again, which was great. This is my first animation boot camp, so this is amazing that I get to be here with all of you guys, talk about animation. It's amazing. I'm so happy to be here. So thank you for having me. And the name of my talk is God of War, breathing new life into a hardened Spartan. So God of War, it's a franchise from Sony. It's on the 8th game now.
It's a kind of famous franchise, huh? Bruno's amazing at his job. He's been in the company for the longest time now. Like, if Cory were to pass on his job as game director, like, it would have to go to this guy or maybe Jason, because he's a combat dude.
The latest
Cat Girl Cuba.
And it centers around a Spartan named Kratos.
Also, do you guys want subtitles? I'm okay. Like, for these things, I can understand easily, but I know that I don't have a completely English-speaking audience. So if you guys want the subtitles, let me know. They don't bother me at all. But I know for some people they do.
7 games pretty much delved into Greek mythology. And the latest one, we decided to take it into the Norse realm. Now, one of the biggest things when Cory Barlog first set off to give us the mission on how we were going to make this game, one of the challenges for animation was how we're going to reimagine Kratos, how we're going to present him in a new light. We kind of wanted to not completely throw everything away that we did in the past before, but we want to kind of depict him in a new light, present him in a new way for new audiences, and also to please the fans that had been with us for so long. So our first mission was to reimagine Kratos. How were we going to do that? So most everybody knows Kratos this way. They remember him from previous games in a path of vengeance and rage and destruction.
Nah.
You know, was his mission, right? It was to get revenge, to get payback from the gods. So in order to kind of change a little bit of that perception, we needed to focus on the humanity. So we needed to make a conscious effort on how we're going to show more of the human side of Kratos. So from an animation standpoint, that was a very interesting, challenging for us. So when you think of a character like the Hulk,
Nice drawing there.
I had to make my own drawing. Just to,
Oh, he did it! It was him.
don't want to make anybody mad at me. But when you think of a character like the Hulk, you know, there's two sides of him, right? There's the Hulk side, the angry green guy, and then there's Banner. There's a human side. So what we needed to do was explore that for Kratos, you know. What about Kratos? Does Kratos have that side? Or is he all just...
Oh, he's going to show the funny face.
So if you look back into the previous games, there were little glimpses of that humanity.
Yeah, like during the fight with Zeus, like Kratos makes the funniest faces, one of the funniest faces in the whole series. When he loses Pandora and she goes into the box, he makes this face. It looks funny. It looks out of character, but it always makes me laugh. Hey, Yeskin, welcome, man. Welcome. Sorry, not man. Hey, Golding. Hey, Cap. I'm sure you know, but just making sure you have members only chat on again. If you have it as on purpose, then ignore me. Yeah, no, it's Friday, so it's members only. Yeah.
You know, we didn't show them very often, but there was
hey, Mert, what's up, man?
He at one point wanted to save his brother. Wanted to rescue him once he found out that he was still alive. His brother Demos was, you know, fought alongside with him for a little bit before he lost him again. There was moments where he showed compassion and care for his family. You know, even though he ended up tragically, by mistake, killing them. But there was glimpses there that he missed them. He wanted to embrace them and be with them once again. And of course, the moment of regret and remorse where he pretty much wanted to end it all. He wanted to move on. He couldn't deal with it. So definitely, as much as we showed moments of of power and strength in Kratos, there was also a little bit of the human side, kind of sprinkled throughout the games. You know, it wasn't all about ripping people's heads off. Well, actually, it kind of was most of the time, right? But we had to basically ask ourselves, how are we going to go from this to something like this, where Kratos is going to be a teacher, a mentor, a protector? That was just something that, you know, we hadn't done much of before. So one of the first things that we did is we looked at his proportions. If we wanted to have someone that people can sympathize with more, we need to revisit the way he looked a bit. This is Kratos from the previous games.
Oh my god, we have official footage of Kratos' underwear. I mean, I've always known that it was like bandages, but Kratos kind of small though. I don't know. I don't think he's blessed by the gods. Okay, this is not the type of this is not the type of the stream here. He never looked funny in my opinion. He was just clenching his teeth. To me, he looked funny. Actually, I remember most of those moments when he was aware of his mistakes. When he showed us his more human form. Rage is badass, but him showing his feelings, oh man, it gets me every time. Yeah, it was a good change. Hey Roy, what's up, man?
Wacky, I gotta admit, you know, he's got super long arms, super long legs, a tiny head.
Yo, Fabian, thank you so much, man. Welcome.
Look at his hands. He can crush his own head, you know. Just.
Yeah. Okay. So this is from God of War Ascension. I'm pretty sure he said that. I don't know why they made his hands so freaking huge in God of War Ascension. I never talked about it. I didn't really complain about it in my review of the game because I feel like people would have said, "Oh, you're just nitpicking." But after the review, like I uploaded the review, someone said like, oh, and also, why did they make his hands so big? I'm like, thank you. I'm not the only one. Like his hands don't really look that huge. Like he looks disproportionate in this game.
It's a little bit off, right? But in the end, for what we needed these proportions for, it kind of worked out. You know, we were going for more of this comic book, over-the-top style in the previous games. So those proportions kind of read well in the poses that we needed him to be. Not to mention that the perspective of the game was much farther away. So he needed to read a lot clearer. So those proportions worked well. Now, one of the first things I did once
the proportions
gave me the direction of like, well, you know, he's going to be a father figure. He's going to have a son. So I just kind of scrambled and looked for some old models, or just grabbed whatever we had at the time at the beginning of the project. Started posting Kratos out in this different situations. In this case, I just grabbed, actually that's his brother Demos as a kid. So it's a little weird to have, you know, his younger brother there. But
whoa, what? That's okay. That's a character model for Demos from Ghost of Sparta. It doesn't look like him though. I mean, what the hell? That's Demos? All right, I'm just gonna let it go for now.
So in these, you know, I kind of just wanted to explore what it would feel like for Kratos to be.
That's what I mean. Okay, yeah, Adeline says that's the actual model of Demos. Holy cow! First of all, it doesn't look like the PSP model. I just want to say that. Okay, this is a hangout, so we're just gonna have some fun. We're just gonna look up things real quick. I'm gonna interrupt a lot, so I'm sorry about that for those of you who really want to see this. Crap! I'll drop my phone. All right. God of War, Ghost, Demos. I mean, of course, that's not him. Young Demos? Demos, flashback. Yeah, here, okay. Okay, that's him. Does it look like him? I don't know if it does though. Oh, and he said die Persian scum. That's interesting. I mean, that one looks more like a PlayStation 3 model though. It doesn't look like the one from the PSP. I'm just gonna let it go for now. I'm gonna let it go. Typo in my Google search bar. What did I write? Maybe in Ascension it was meant to appear in a flashback. I mean, it looks more like a Ascension version of Demos. It really does. I'm glad it wasn't just me, Adeline, who jumped out too, because I'm like, that looks like a PlayStation 3 model, not PSP. Let me go back a little bit.
To represent Atreus, we just grabbed whatever we had at the time at the beginning of the project. Started posting Kratos out in this different situations. In this case, I just grabbed, actually that's his brother Demos as a kid. So it's a little weird to have, you know, his younger brother there, but that was all we had to represent Atreus at the time.
Time
so
travel.
In these, you know, I kind of just wanted to explore what it would feel like for Kratos to be a protector and also a teacher and a mentor. So here are some early poses of him teaching his son how to hunt, how to use the bow.
That's what I mean.
Also a situation which you would never really see in the previous games, just sitting down and talking, having a conversation, eating and drinking. When did Kratos ever do that, right? So
that's what I mean. That looks like a PlayStation 3 model. It doesn't look like a PSP. Like, why would they have access to a PSP model? The people who worked on the PSP model of God of War were Ready at Dawn, not Santa Monica Studios. What the, I'm actually gonna message him like later on, like, dude, like, what the hell? Was Demos originally in Ascension? Can you tell me that? Because they cut a lot of things from Ascension. Even Archimedes was going to be a character in the game.
We wanted to start exploring those things, but as you can see, the proportions, you know, the old models, you know, it still was a little bit off.
Yeah, Kratos' proportions weird.
So as the script.
Oh my God, his hands.
There was a couple of scenes that we found out about where Kratos, you know, the son was going to be sick at one point. Kratos had to put his hand on his son's shoulder at one point, even though it took him a little bit of time.
That's not a hand, that's a meatloaf.
He was also meant to carry him at one point in his back during the climbing sequences. So I started posting this old models, and as you can see, yes, the proportions needed some development. in order for him to feel a little bit more human.
So yeah, Mert says like probably a flashback, probably like when he was greeted by the Spartan King flashback in Ascension. Yeah, kind of like that. I'm telling you, like he just that one does not look like the one from For one thing, he doesn't even have the scar, like not the scar, the marking. Like this is not the finished model from the PSP game. I'm gonna have to ask him. I'm gonna ask him.
So the concept art team started working on that. As you can see, this is very some early concept where they started taking inspiration from the previous games and the way that he looked. Started adding the beard, adding the Norse motifs to him. And as you can see, he has a bit more of a human proportions, a little bit closer to a more relatable human. Even his weapon, as you can see at the early stages, it wasn't a magical axe. It was just a simple weapon that he was to use. The direction of the game early on was very grounded. It was meant to be a lot more realistic. And in the early beginnings, as I will show you, some of the early animation was very grounded and more not as
he does have a thick neck.
over top as it ended up being. So we had to dial that in to make it work with the direction of the game. Here's a shot of the 3D model as it was making progress.
All right.
This is around the time of the E3 reveal.
Okay, so who here in the chat? Sorry, I thought I paused it. Who here in the chat would like this option for the next game? Just have Kratos, like good old Kratos, just like no shirt. Just I'm down for it. I think it looks awesome. Like this, like see him and walk from behind with this classic tattoo. Like that would be so awesome. I don't like the armor system. This armor is cool. The one you start off, it looks cool. It looks like it belongs to him. But then he starts to put on like snake armor, and it looks off. I don't know. It's either this or this one. I'm okay with either one of those two. But this would look so cool.
The first time that
man's like, yep, me.
Kratos,
absolutely would be dope.
So
exactly.
Already he was starting to feel a little more human, than how we previously depicted him. But of course, he needed to again interact with his son. So even though he had more human like proportions now, he still needed to feel like a giant amongst men. So even the interactions with the son, while they worked in the game, he was still a pretty large man. The next thing that we needed to look into was posing. How were we going to create our poses in our animation to best depict Kratos in this new light? Older, grounded, sort of more weathered warrior. So looking back at the previous games, this are some of the poses that, we went for more, heavy metal magazine cover type of look, comic book over the top. And many of these poses, what's interesting about these poses is that many of these poses were done by the animators. So we did not really want other teams, like marketing teams, working on our poses as much as possible because we wanted to maintain
that's commendable.
The feel of the character throughout, even in marketing.
That's cool.
So I'm sure many of you guys have spent so much time posing, developing base poses for your characters, combat poses, and then all of a sudden marketing comes back with these T-shirts, and you're like, wait, who made that pose? Where did that come from? And that's pretty horrifying. So we definitely wanted to maintain that across not only the game but marketing materials as well. So taking this concept of these over-the-top poses, we needed to apply those to our older, hardened Spartan. So while we did not push it as far as we did in the previous games, we still had hints of that. As you can see in his blocking pose, still needed to be dynamic and strong and grounded, but a little more grounded than before. And even when he interacts with enemies and kills them, yes, it's a bit over the top, but it's a little bit more grounded than it used to be before. So we needed to keep that in mind.
See, I kind of want him to, when it comes to like killing enemies, like we've talked about this last time, like I kind of want him to go a little bit more over the top, I guess. Just let him rip enemies in half or something. I don't know, like just let him throw them. He can still throw them a little bit, but more of that. I don't know. Just imagine Norse Kratos trying to L1 block with Oh, Blades of Chaos, God of War, God of OG, God of War style. That would be cool and weird at the same time. Oh god, the typos. I meant OG God of War. Yeah, that comment was hard to read, Adeline.
Anything that had to do with Kratos, animation, combat, idols, anything. He's not quite as hunched down as he used to be overall. That was one of the main things. We didn't want to get him as low as he was in the previous games.
Yeah, he really was in the previous games.
Another aspect of grounding Kratos was Atreus. So Kratos was there to help his son, teach him how to be a god, how to be a warrior, how to survive. But at the same time, the importance of Atreus was there to make Kratos feel more human. In the previous games, Kratos would walk around and meet people and maybe say a word and then kill them most of the time. So we needed to have an emotional anchor. Atreus was basically there to be the eyes and the voice of the player. Kratos would not, when he would travel in the previous games, he didn't wonder where this, statue came from or what it said, what message was written on the wall. So by presenting Atreus and then partnering him up with Kratos, we were able to, sort of get conversations actually happening between two characters, which just didn't happen before. And this way, our goal was for the player to get to know Kratos a little more and to get Kratos out of his comfort zone. And by having a young son there that he needed to look after and interact with, that was it offered a lot of opportunities for us to do that. Now, a bit of the studio culture too. As the studio grew and the team grew, so did we. And many of the team members became parents, we got married, had kids. And that kind of changed the way we saw things, We wanted to tell different types of stories as well. So this was part of the big influence of why we decided to reimagine Kratos and make him more relatable.
I want his to slide down a troll's chest with a blade and rip his belly and call the intestines to come out. Oh, with the blade, with the axe. That second sentence, I read that second sentence as Atreus will teach Kratos how to be a bum. How did you get that though?
Previously, it was like the Greek era. It was kind of like the college years, right? Having a little more fun.
Oh, party Bruno! Look at him. Oh, I wish I could swim in him. Like, look at that face. Like, oh, party years. And now he's got a kid.
Well, not that we're not having fun still. But, the Norse era, it's a bit more like, okay, let's try to tell some different stories that, perhaps.
Hey, Curtis, what's up, man?
With our kids someday as well, without being too embarrassed.
Are those water guns? Oh my God, Santa Monica had a water gun fight. That's awesome. That's a water gun right there. And beer, these guys were at a party, man.
But I would definitely wait a while before I would show my daughters those games. That's for sure. And I would have to explain a lot of things. So Kratos was also meant to be a father once more. We felt that was the best way for him to have an arc of redemption, to have someone that he needs to care for. And that was the best way for people to sympathize with him. So speaking about the animation style, we needed to make a switch in our animation style if we wanted to depict Kratos in a more relatable way. This is why early on we decided to look into motion capture. So the previous God of War games were primarily keyframe. About 90% was all keyframe, 10% motion captured, and the motion capture was reserved for the cinematics mainly. But everything else, including facial animation, was keyframed. All the bosses, combat, enemies, all the Kratos moves. And here's some examples of some of the early.
That's when they manually do it, right?
We did from the previous games. As you can see,
they go frame by frame and do it, right?
A little bit more arcadey, over the top. Often we, especially with the blades, we could just create massive arcs where we didn't have to worry about the camera. And often we defied the laws of gravity. But once we moved into motion capture, we learned a lot. We learned a lot about the process because we hadn't really used it for combat before.
That's actually the Blade of Artemis. Like, I guess they had it as a stand-in, like, while working on the Blade of Olympus and God of War 2. I know that's not the topic, but it's interesting. Keyframe equals animated frame by frame. So yeah, like they do it like, okay, I got it. Okay. Now, daughters, please don't do the mini game with my permission. Oh, without my permission. Yeah, I don't think you would want his daughters doing that.
So here's an example of a move.
Oh, that looks so fun.
And this is data from footage from the motion capture stage. This is the data. As you can see, it got us about 80% of the way, right? And then our animation team would go in and enhance it. Without the keyframe knowledge and experience, we wouldn't be able to do it. Now, these moves are at 60. They're actually exported with a lot more frames, because then once we get into the game, the fidelity of the chain blades would read a lot better. That's why we had to export those with a little bit higher frame rate. And of course, motion capture gave us the fidelity for scenes like this, where we really needed to express a little bit more emotion to try to get Kratos to feel more relatable. So motion capture gave us a bit of a shortcut to get to that a lot faster. We still had to do a cleanup pass and then keyframe pass and enhanced pass on most of our cinematics, but without essentially the amount of scenes that we had to do, it would have taken a lot longer to keyframe out everything. It just wouldn't have been possible.
Yeah, Fabian, he says that they're not gonna make Kratos do super brutal kills again because he's trying to hold himself and be a better person. No, I get it, but within the game, there's a rage mechanic where he just goes all crazy, in order to protect Atreus. So he could do those kills. It doesn't have to be all the time, but maybe they don't have to be super brutal. Like, make them more mechanically fun, I guess. Just be able to do stuff with it. Like even that God of War 1 ability where you stab an enemy with the blades and then you just sling them around and throw them to another enemy. That's a fun thing, and it doesn't have to be super violent. Just make the things you can do with enemies a little more fun. Like let the player juggle them a little bit more.
So how do we get a team of keyframe animators to jump on board with this notion of, hey, we're going to introduce motion capture into this? It was tough at first. I mean, we as animators we love to just keyframe everything as much as we can. But motion capture is a tool. And the way we convinced them is we bought an accent suit and we gave it to the animators, like, here, let's just try some stuff. And what happens when you give a mocap suit to an animator? This happens.
Oh my god.
So HR didn't know a lot of this stuff was coming on upstairs. We would have had to sign all kinds of waivers. But yeah, we liked it so much that we ended up getting a second suit so that we can do these kind of like paired up moves. And by involving the animators in this process, it actually, got them to
That looks so fun.
kind of start jumping.
That's
on board.
him.
It's like, okay, I see how this works. I get to shoot the data, and I drive the performance a bit, and then I get to clean it up, and I get to enhance it and push it. So it's not like I'm eliminating, my role, my job. I'm actually enhancing it, and then I'm getting a lot of data a lot faster, and getting me about 80% of the way, and then we would go in, add the extra layer of awesomeness to it with keyframe. So yeah, this is me. Also, I decided to jump in and try the suit myself. But early on, having said that, early on, like I mentioned before, the direction of the game was to be a lot more grittier and grounded and heavier and slower. So this is some of the first bit of data. So yeah, this is exclusive, Kratos killing Kratos. And yeah. And like,
oh my god, you've heard it here. This is official. There's 2 Kratoses and he killed one of them already.
You can see the axe was just a basic axe. There was nothing fancy about it. It was, it was meant to be just this, really gritty game. So after we had the accent suits, we decided, okay, well, let's try this for real. Let's go over to the mocap stage. but we felt we needed to try it out ourselves. So this is Erica Pinto, our lead cinematics animator, and Mehdi Youssef, our lead gameplay animator. So we decided to go on stage ourselves and shoot a scene. So the first scene that we collaborated on, that we did together, was the ogre intro. There's a moment in the game where this guy comes through the door and attacks Kratos and Atreus. So I was Kratos, Mehdi was the ogre, Erica is Atreus in this case. And I just realized that Mehdi is actually holding a cell phone. So I don't know why an ogre would need a cell phone.
Oh, okay, the guy, okay.
He's just snuck in there. So, so what we did in order to approach this, because another part of the mandate was to do this as a one-take game, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a later slide. We decided to go and shoot this in live action first and rehearse it, and really rehearse it over and over and over and over. And then before we took it to the stage. So I'll just show you this video and walk you through it.
Oh, awesome.
So this is the footage of us rehearsing the whole scene. Yeah, we had to get creative with the scale, with the sizes, to represent the sizes as best as possible. And that was definitely fun and challenging. Now, this is the footage, the video footage feed that was on stage. And this is how you see the scene being shot in Motion Builder, the Motion Builder feed. Now, the tricky thing about this scene is that even though everything looks lined up with the camera, the characters are interacting, they were all different sizes. So when we got to the stage, we had to deal with it. We actually had to shoot the scene in separate spaces so that the scale, in relative world space.
Oh.
We had to rehearse it in a way that we were interacting with each other, but apart from each other.
What?
Now, as you can see there, Dory, who's our director of photography, is holding a marker. This is before we had a virtual camera. And he was actually walking around.
That is so cool.
The marker and looking at the screens up on top to get his framing right? So that he can frame all three of us. So he was using Kratos as the anchor for the scene, and just in order for us to be able to interact with each other in different scales, we had to do that in our own separate acting.
It's just incredible how much work goes into making games. Like, I don't know, we fans are kind of, not God of War, like video game fans are kind of just whiny sometimes. They're like, just add this, just make it like this. I'm like, it's just doing. I never thought about a single cutscene being that difficult to make. It's like, oh no, we have to take into account the character size, so we have to compensate that by doing it from different perspectives and keeping it all. It's kind of like an optical illusion. Like, it's amazing what they did, man. The way the ogre just walks back up, I know. He's just buddy. He's like, okay, I'll be back. Motion capture is so weird in a funny way. Okay, coffee break, Atreus.
Spaces. Now, what that got us was a scene that had all the characters in a relatively solid timing with the camera all in one, right? And that is when Mehdi had to come in and do the keyframe pass on top. But
exactly, man. Exactly.
Early sort of rough block out of the scene, it just would have taken a lot longer to do, a lot longer to pull off. So he had a very solid base to go off of. And this is what the final scene ended up looking like.
Let him go!
That's such a cool scene.
So it was definitely a lot of fun to do that, and we got to learn a lot. And as leads, if we went through the process, understood the process, then we can better, have our animators join in with us and help us out.
It's funny how back then they still didn't have the name for Kratos. I know, like, that was later on in development. Like, this is when they used to call it Sun. Even at E3, I don't think they had the name yet. That's why the whole Charlie thing came about. Like, oh, his name is Charlie. Let me read the chat a little bit. We're eating the fruits of a tree that took years to grow. Oh yeah, game development, yeah. AC is hard and expensive as F. I'm glad that I'm able to play such great games, though. It's amazing, man. Adeline, were you the one who was working on game development by any chance? I forgot. I know one of our members was. I think it was you.
Definitely, you know, it went a little bit up to our heads. But then after doing a full day of shooting, we realized that we can't do this ourselves. we need experts. We need professionals to help us do this. But it was great to at least go through that process once and
Is that Corey back
figure
there?
out how it all works. So the benefits of motion capture for us, it gave us a solid foundation for our keyframe animators to push things a lot further. We were able to complete over 3 hours of cinematics in our game. Without motion capture, it just would have been really tough. And acquiring motion capture data allowed us to focus on, you know, other cool things like stuff that couldn't be motion captured, like these scenes that are.
See, something he said that I think it's kind of interesting. He said that the game would have taken a lot longer, or would have been impossible to make without motion capture. And you know, games back in the day, like in the PlayStation 2 era, like they would have benefited from. They would not have mind not having motion capture, because it was more about the gameplay and all that, kind of like God of War. But like games these days are more about the story, and sometimes you need those cutscenes to convey story a lot more. Other games have done it, like Half-Life 2, Dead Space, Bioshock. They kind of have the story within the game, but it's kind of interesting seeing that God of War would not have been able to. God of War 2018 wouldn't have been able to work if it wasn't for the technology available at the moment. Hey, Mike, what's up, man? Yeah, it was me. It took a break though. To doing that with a full-time job in college is kind of difficult. It makes sense, but I understand. Yeah. How much work is put in a game versus the price of the game? Sometimes I'm just thinking it's cheap though.
Mostly all keyframes.
But I mean, they do research, man. Like they know like if the game is gonna sell for the most part. Okay, sometimes it just doesn't sell as well. But Sony knows that they're investing a lot in the next God of War game because they know it's gonna sell like freaking hotcakes.
So the dragon is all keyframed. Kratos and Atreus is a combination of keyframe and motion capture.
Really? You didn't motion capture a dragon? Come on, Bruno. Come on.
Of course, there's no way you can mocap this guy. And those guys, and Kratos and Atreus flying through the air, definitely keyframe as well. So it just freed us up. It freed us up to do a lot more of this stuff. So moving a little bit over to the narrative process, we also needed to revisit our narrative process to see how we're gonna depict Kratos in a more relatable way. So early on in the project, Corey, he had the idea and the mandate of, I want to do this entire game as a one shot, as a oneer. And the reason for that is he wanted to essentially sell the player on the idea of you're there with Kratos and Atreus every step of the way. There's no like cutting away to meantime in the bad guy's lair. You know, he's making his plan over there. No. He wanted you to be there alongside Kratos for the entirety of the trip, so that it felt like you were there taking the trip alongside with them. And this was done to, to enhance the personal narrative between Kratos and his son. So early on, we started. How many of you guys have seen the movie Hard Boiled?
Hard Boiled?
Okay. All right. Not as many as expected, but that's okay.
I've not seen. I'm sure he's gonna talk about like the no-cut camera thing. If you guys are interested in that, I forgot one. Okay, watch that Leo DiCaprio movie, The Revenant. Like it's not entirely one like a one-shot camera, a camera without cutting, but its scenes for the most part are like that scene of him fighting the bear is only one shot, and it's amazing. Like it's one of those movies that best shows like the no-cut camera thing. And there was also a war movie that I forgot what it was called. Ah, my God. What was that movie called? That one was no cut. Okay, I keep Googling Google. Stop. Okay. No cut war movie. What is it called? Yeah, 1917. Okay, that one is no cut the entire way. It's very well done. So if you like God of War, like the whole no cut camera thing, definitely watch those movies.
So we looked at a lot of films that had that had scenes that had no cuts in them for reference and inspiration. But there's one particular scene in the movie called Hard Boiled. It's directed by John Woo. It's a Hong Kong action film. Now, I was unable to secure the rights to show you the scene. So I'll quickly describe it really quickly just to make my point. So in it, there's two detectives, two police officers. There's one named Tequila. I mean, that's his nickname, Tequila. And the other one's Alan. So they're going through this hospital, having this intense shootout. All of a sudden, the elevator door opens. Alan looks over, shoots someone that's coming out of the elevator, and then realizes that he's wearing an ID. He's a police officer. He just shot a police officer. So he's in shock. So his partner, Tequila, grabs him, drags him into the elevator door closes, and he's just sitting there. I can't believe I just shot a police officer. I can't believe I just did. Tequila says, don't worry about it. It wasn't a police officer. Don't worry, we need to get out of this thing. We need to survive this. You gotta keep focused on keeping us alive. So the elevator doors open, they go out, another insane shootout happens, and soon after, Tequila says, oh, by the way, the thing that happened way earlier in the film, I kind of shot a cop too by mistake, and I know it feels horrible. You know, I can relate to you. And then Alan says, wait a minute, so you're saying that the guy I just shot in the elevator was a police officer? He goes, yeah, it was, right? And then they go back to insane shootout. Now, everything I just described was all done without any cuts, and all with practical effects without any cuts. So how can we take that? So we saw that, and we're like, okay, that's an amazing scene. It had action, almost like gameplay, and went into a shocking moment for one of the characters, realizing that he just killed a fellow police officer. He gets, consoled by his friend, and then his friend reveals to him that, hey, I went through the same thing. And then back to action. So we got inspired by that. We're like, that's amazing. They were able to pull it off just as one scene. Now, how can we do it for the whole game? So this is one of the first scenes early on the E3 demo that we showed.
Cap, what are you Oh, Brett, thank you so much, man. Welcome to the members, dude. Awesome. What is your biggest expectation for the sequel? I know we're gonna have a lot more bosses. I think we are, at least. And I personally would like to get rid of the armor system, just make it simpler. 1 or 3 armors maybe, like make them special mechanics wise, get rid of the freaking stats. I don't like that. And also add more Metroidvania aspects to the game. That way it's more enjoyable when you have to go back to areas you've visited before. You're like, oh, God of War 3 kind of had that. No, not really, because you couldn't really go back in God of War 3, but you did get like Metroidvania things, like the boots of Hermes, which allowed you to walk on walls and stuff like that. So maybe not those exactly, but something like that. He's talking about when Kratos and Atreus travel in the mountain in the elevator. He's kind of describing that scene, yeah.
That kind of has a bit of that, going from action to an emotional moment back to action.
No, boy!
Shoot him!
What?
Do it! Off the ice! No!
That's something we never really saw in the game. Like, I know this is not within the topic, but we never really saw like Norse creatures actually speaking Norse. I mean, of course they're speaking English, but to our understanding, they're actually speaking Norse or Greek. Sorry, but the troll right there, like he spoke in Norse. He said "wait," like he only knew one word, I guess. We never really saw that, and it would have been cool if it was added. Hey, Storm Buds, man, welcome. Thank you so much, man. You're helping out the channel a great deal. Do you think the trolls go to Valhalla too? I don't know, because they're not humans, though.
I am so sorry.
Your deer is getting away.
Yeah, Norse equals English in the game. Well, not all the time. Because when Kratos and Atreus are only talking to themselves, it's English. Sorry, it's Greek. But when Kratos is talking to Baldur, then Baldur is speaking Norse. So yeah.
So without cutting away, we were able to have action, a teaching moment where Kratos is trying to teach the son to take out the creature, to an honest mistake by Atreus, to a moment of bonding between them. So.
Thank you so
was
much,
definitely
Stormboss.
Something that we wanted to
That's
carry
awesome,
on
man.
throughout the entire game. So we needed help. So we brought in Dori Arasi. He's a director of photography that helped us get everything that was on the script planned out and laid out in a way that we can actually execute the one take within the cinematics. So if you guys have the time to spare, definitely on Wednesday, if you have a chance to go see his talk, he's going to dive a little deeper into the emotional connection through the cinematography
Whoa, okay.
in our game.
Creating, let me look it up, see. God of War GDC creating. So how do you spell camera? Taking an X animation, reinventing God of War. It's not here though. So I guess the GDC, because I'm noticing that these things are actually pretty old, from 2019. So I guess GDC just uploads them whenever they want, and I haven't seen this one yet. Because I would love to see one of these talks about the no-cut camera, how they did it and all that. Halo Cap, do you think Kratos may have some unknown power that allows him to turn into an animal of some kind, similar to Atreus in the future? No, I think it's gonna be only for Atreus. Honey, honestly, the headphones are adorable on you, and you gotta get the black ones for charity streams. Okay, I'll get them today. Okay, fine, we'll get them. Can you keep a message for me? Oh, you're gonna get in trouble, Publius. She was mad.
Have a chance to go check it out. Because of this one take approach.
Exactly, man. It does work, yeah.
We basically had to shoot our scenes more like a play. We had to think of them more of a play than a movie. Everything had to be done, rehearsed very well and very closely, because we wanted you to have the experience of watching a play that was happening in front of you, being in a play that was happening in front of you, rather than watching a movie, right? So that was one of the mandates. This is why we had to kind of start thinking about plays rather than film when we got our inspirations. And because of this, we had to do a lot of previs, lots and lots and lots of previs. And we employed all sorts of methods for different situations. So when we had things that were just impossible to shoot, or where characters had to cover large distances, we used the keyframe method. This is a scene in which Kratos is pushing a large hammer, and him and his son are riding it down all the way so they could shatter the ice below. But yeah, this is no way we could have done this in any other way to visualize how we were going to do it.
Kratos, when Atreus told him he wanted to turn into a wolf, your grandfather once turned into a bird and killed me. Maybe you can do that too. It would have been cool if that was the line, yeah. Lots of penis. Yeah, I'm like, what is he saying? And then I read it previs. I don't know what it stands for though.
The other method,
porn mustache Kratos, I saw him, yeah.
We were fortunate enough to have a small motion capture space also within our studio, where we could do previs, we could do just simple motions before we went over to the main stage. So there were situations where we needed to previs characters interacting with the environment or interacting with certain creatures that we just needed to do it.
Oh my god, that is one big ass bore.
We need to.
I hate to point this out, but I mean, all right.
To figure out the scale of this bore, we need to figure out where Freya was going to be interacting on the shelf.
Oh, they're just zooming into Freya, not her booty. Okay.
So this was how we would show this to our director before we would get approval. And then finally, my favorite way of doing previs was live action, where the animators...
Honey, it's kind of hard not to notice it, okay? It just... I mean, the board was huge, but, I mean... I'm going to get in trouble tonight. That's it. Connor's going to be mad at me.
Had an opportunity to have a bit of fun.
Oh, she's already mad.
This is just one of the previous scenes that we did out of many, many scenes. The reason why we use live action was because we could then go outside, go upstairs, shoot a couple of scenes very quickly, show them to the director, get feedback, and within the same day we can go shoot him again. And if he had more feedback after that, we could shoot it again. And then it was just cost effective, and the speed of it was great. And on top of that, we had to have a lot of fun.
That was something. That fight. Catch. Oh, that was a perfectly good waste of an apple.
How are you not seen? There is nowhere to hide up here.
It's,
Is he British?
It's a trick.
Is Kratos British?
A special way of not being seen.
You can turn invisible?
More like I can step into the realm between realms. And your mind can't understand what it sees, so it actually sees nothing at all.
That's how they did
That's
it?
how we avoid using the weapons that we actually craft. But it doesn't seem to work on dragons, though.
Your brother wanted to know if you're eating well. I can tell him that you are.
Brock asked about me? Was
Whoa.
there mead on his breath? Or... You let him work on this again? Come on.
So we have a
I'm kind of glad how they changed the. I mean, of course, this was just a stand-in, but wait. So that means that scene wasn't mocapped. I guess like it was just voice acted. That's interesting. Okay, but yeah, like this Sindri kind of he looks a lot more mellow. He's like, you let him work on this? Come on, then. He seems so chill. I don't know. His knee walk is hilarious. Yo, British Kratos.
a couple of dwarf characters in our game. So if you're wondering why this walking around on his knees, that's why, so we can get the scale approximation right. So shameless plug number 2. If you have the chance to also go see Erica Pinto's talk, she's the lead narrative animator, and she will dive a little bit deeper into the cinematic process.
It's not uploaded yet.
Here. So continuing on with this principle of shooting everything as a play.
He sounds high.
Because of that, it became very apparent that we needed to focus on rehearsal a lot more. We couldn't just have actors show up the day of shooting. So we did a lot of table reads. A rehearsal day would look like in the morning, get everybody together on the same page, read the script, get everything planned out. And then we would go step by step through each scene, and Dory would film them live action takes of every scene, and then rehearse with them the blocking, the staging, the beats connected to their dialogue, where they needed to be, when they needed to be at certain positions.
It just takes long, man. Like I would not be able to work in game development. Like I'm such a huge procrastinator, and they have to do so many things. I mean, like I struggle just to get a video weekly, and I just have to do the audio, like recording myself, and then editing the video, which is not that complicated. Guys, and Captain Cuba, this was just prototype reading. They probably just grabbed people to do the scene. No, I know, but I think they were actually, they might have been just practicing the setup of the scene, how it was gonna play out. I had to get on my knees at work today, baby. Don't ask. That's funny. No, you could be the camera guy, I guess, man.
And here's a bit of the rehearsal footage that we did for the opening of the game. So some of you guys who may have played the game will recognize this from the opening.
And action.
This looks like it's from the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the opportunity to get notes over to the actors, to dial in all the performances. Also to work out where all our props are going to be.
And one big one.
Okay, so yeah, this is just
And block out the timing of the camera.
practice. Okay.
So that rehearsal day became very critical.
I think Christopher Judge is still stuck in 1992. Hey, dude, with those muscles, he can do whatever he wants. Okay. The dragon was able to see Cinder because he was a dwarf too, like Fafnir. We don't have any confirmation of that. He was just a dragon. Fafnir was a dwarf though. Kratos looks nothing like Christopher Judge. I think they designed Kratos' face separately. Yeah, I mean, Kratos' face is a little more elongated, I guess. I don't think they got his face. They only got his movements. Like the face was... Yeah, how would they have done that, though? I guess, I mean, they used the reference of Christopher Judge, but they also keyframed certain aspects to it, right? That's how it had to be.
On shooting day, we did a all-in-one approach. We captured the body data, the face data, the face cams. We did audio recording. So for the final performance, I mean, we did have some ADR sessions, but yeah, we pretty much got most of the dialogue on set, and also the virtual camera. So by the time a scene was delivered to us, everything was pretty much dialed in with the timing that we wanted. So here's an example of us shooting a scene. Corey is back there with the writers overseeing the scene delivery. And we get to see everything through Motion Builder as it's being shot. So as you can see, this is a careful, rehearsed dance between the actors and Dory to ensure that we hit the beats accurately. And our goal is to do it all in one take.
That's so cool.
So another important part of the process was casting, getting the right chemistry between our actors. To make Kratos feel more human, the emotional anchor was going to be Atreus.
That's just like The Last of Us. Joel looked nothing like Troy Baker. Yeah, I mean, like they use a reference and then they just keyframe certain aspects to it. Faye is headless. She's just a mannequin. Does he know they canceled Stargate? Oh, because he's stuck in 92. Yeah, he worked. I haven't seen that show yet.
We were able to find the right people for the job. Christopher Judge as Kratos and Sonny Soljic as Atreus. And once we got them together to do their chemistry test.
I feel you, Bruno. I've been there, man.
I'll show you in a second. Once we got that, we knew we had the right people. Also, something that helped us out was, even though we weren't casting for height, it ended up being that our two-star actors pretty much felt like Kratos and Atreus as it is. They were the right height. And then that made the cleanup process and adjustment process a lot simpler once we did the motion capture. Now, one of the things that people like to say is that, oh, don't work with animals, don't work with kids. But for us, there was no other way to go than to actually, get a child actor. There's no way that I feel that a adult could pretend 100%.
He would have to be on his knees, though. Like, you would have to pay that actor a lot of money. Like, dude, I've been on my knees all day, man. Like, I need to be paid more than the guy who does Kratos.
A kid, and it became apparent early on after we brought Sonny in. This is one time we were just at the stage, started messing around. I might have said to hit play on the recording, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. but yeah, definitely this kind of childlike movement. You're not gonna get this from an actor, from an adult actor. It'll be a lot tougher. It'll be a lot tougher for sure. So this is why it was important for us to bring in Sonny and to work with him. Now, as I mentioned before, the chemistry test, we actually hired Atreus first. We found Sonny first, since he was going to be the emotional anchor for the game. And then we brought the actors that were trying out for the part of Kratos to do the chemistry test with him to see if it was going to work.
Not fit to be a father. I try, I cannot change it. I have become everything I never wanted you to be. Run. Run far away from me.
But you have changed. You're not a monster.
That is exactly what I am.
Not to me. You will fail. How you deal with it is what makes you stronger.
Yeah, I guess that was the scene where Athena I guess changed the Athena scene, I guess. Atreus is gonna be like the one who's gonna deliver the message that changed him. But I'm glad they went with the Athena one. I love how they say Sonny picked Chris Judge, and Judge said Sonny reminded him of that every day on set. Oh yeah, and racing Kratos, right? They ever say who the other actors were? I don't think they have. Like, I don't think that's professional. It would be cool to know who else they got.
Taught me that.
Wait, I'm gonna go back a little bit. I don't know what he said there.
Is what makes you stronger. My father taught me that.
Okay. Good job, boy. Is he gonna cry? He's in the scene.
Yeah, so when we saw this, we knew
Lead the way.
we had the right people. All right, so moving over to the combat animation process, I want to talk a little bit about
I
that.
know he did cry in the
early on.
blade scene. Oh, speaking of the blades.
One of the things that was thrown out the door was the Blades of Chaos. So the Blades of Chaos have a lot of history. They have a lot of baggage with Kratos. So what better way to present the character in a new light than start stripping away some of the things that were present in his past. So early on, we decided that, and it was very scary. It was like, how you remove the lightsaber from Luke, right? Like, no, you wanna try to maintain
That makes
as much
sense,
of the
Alexandria.
character as possible. But by stripping away these weapons, it made him feel maybe a little bit different, more vulnerable in a way. But at the same time, we wanted to replace those weapons with another iconic weapon. So this is why we decided to create an axe, which is a little bit more, it fits a little bit better within the Norse mythology that we were moving on to. And it sort of fits the fantasy of Mjolnir in a way, the Thor's weapon, Thor's hammer, where you can throw it and summon it. But it wasn't like that at the beginning. Like I mentioned before, the moves were supposed to be very grounded and methodical and not very magical.
Yeah, no, man. Like Alexandria says, like it was probably just it wasn't a real cutscene. Like it was just something to see to see if the chemistry worked. I guess I don't think it was an actual part of the game that was cut. No spoilers for the actor trying out. Exactly, yeah.
At first, because the game direction was to be a lot grittier. But as we play tested and we moved forward, we discovered that, hey, we need to kind of inject back a little bit of the old God of War games into it. So here's another pass at an early animation where we started getting a little bit more of that old Kratos movement back. One of the things you notice is that he's actually throwing the axe as a boomerang. This is when we started introducing some of the magical nature of the moves. But they were going to be part of the combo originally. So before they were just going to be button presses and the axe would come out and fly out and hit the enemies and come back automatically. So it wasn't until the breakthrough for the axe was definitely being able to throw it and being able to summon it back. And I mean that.
Well, I mean, you can still do that by holding R1. Kinda.
The Norse myth. So once we did that, it definitely was
His head, I can't.
got us over the top to be able to make this into a weapon that would stand side to side with the blades. And in addition to that, the history of the axe was that it was given to him by his wife, rather than being given to him by a god as a weapon of destruction, right? So it was more of a weapon of protection, given to him by his own wife. So already the story behind the weapon was different, to try to make him feel a little more connected to it in a different way than anger and rage.
No beard Kratos is cursed. I want to see Mjolnir in action. And yeah, someone said that low poly version of the axe looked like the Stormbreaker. That one? This one? Not to me though. It still looks the same.
Also, we had to deal with a new camera, right? So since we needed to be closer in the cinematics and the gameplay, so we had to be closer in the combat. Long were gone the days where we could just do crazy arcs over the top, you know. And even though the blades did make it back as part of the story, sorry if spoilers for those of you who haven't. But we couldn't get away with
You ruined it, Bruno.
with doing these wide arcs anymore because of the camera. We had to be up close. So yes, we still had to animate everything to look good from every angle, but we particularly had to focus on making it look good from a new camera perspective. So as you can see, we pulled in the chains way more than they used to be. It was meant to just read enough with the camera, but still retain the same feeling from the old games. And here's some examples of how both the axe and the blades look from the new camera perspective in-game. And as you can see, we definitely moved away from the grounded feel. And even though, you know, Kratos is jumping up in the air, but he's not jumping as crazy as he used to in the previous games. So there's a nice blend that we were able to achieve between the grounded and
You sure did.
in the previous games. And also to utilize the keyframe animation talent that we had in our studio. But having said that, we still needed help to get great motion. So this is where Eric Jacobus comes in. Now, he is an amazing stunt performer.
Isn't he a
but
YouTuber?
In addition to that, he's a great director. He's a fight choreographer.
Yeah, I
he's
think
a
I know the
stunt
one he's talking
coordinator.
about.
So he does pretty much everything. And in addition to that, he has a great understanding of the motion capture process. He's one of the few stuntmen that I know, at least, that is interested in motion capture technology and how it works and how to best use it for all kinds of needs. So I came across a YouTube channel, his YouTube channel.
Yeah,
and
okay,
I
yeah, he does.
recommend if you guys have time, take a look into his YouTube channel.
What's it called?
He has an amazing array of short films that he's directed, that he's put together with this amazing action. And because of that, I was like, whoa, this is great. This guy can do a bit of everything. But the thing in his YouTube channel that really attracted me the most was a series of videos that he created where he was reenacting like moves from games, from fighting games. And let me give you an example of that. Yeah, so he's essentially taking something that was probably mocapped and heavily worked on by animators and keyframed, and then he's just recreating it in live action, you know? So it's pretty amazing. It's almost like he was doing exactly what we needed him to do. And having this
What's his channel name? Adeline, just Eric? Eric
what?
what?
Way than to get him in to try to do the moves for us, you know? So he would lay out, his performance would give us, you know, 80 to 90% of the way, so that we can then take and push them a lot further. So once I saw this video, I said, please, can we contact this guy? Let's get him in our building. And, and what happened was, before his actual audition for Kratos, all we said is, you're auditioning for Kratos, he has an axe. That's it. That's all we told him. And days before he was meant to come in for his audition, he sent us this all on his own.
I mean, he understands
So you can
Kratos.
see,
Though.
without any direction at all, he was already like brainstorming all these awesome, cool ideas that we could use. So at that point as well, what was revealed to us from that footage was that, okay, yeah, we need to work with this guy, but we need to make him part of our team. We need to bring him in. So what we did a lot of was we brought him into the studio, we walked him through the entire story, we explained to him all the Kratos rules, you know, what he can do, what he cannot do, what kind of character he is, what kind of personality he has.
I remember one of the rules. I heard David. I don't know when he said it or where he said it, but he says while making God of War 1, he's like, Kratos cannot do a backflip. A backflip. He's not a ninja. Like, that was one of the rules of the animation. Like, he cannot do a backflip. Like he's a Spartan warrior. He's not allowed to do a backflip, and I've always remembered that. I don't know.
What type of
Amugus?
movement he does. So we really
Brock.
got him involved as almost like one of the members of the animation team, so that he would truly understand the character. So that it wasn't just about, oh, okay, come in this day, here's your list, and then just, you know, just start acting these moves. You know, just copy what I'm doing, you know. So that was, we tried that at first, and, you know, we got some
Hey,
good data,
Juventino, what's
but
up, man?
It wasn't quite what we could end up doing if we practiced with him more, sort of like how we did with our actors for their cinematics. So here's an example of one of our animators, James Che, recording sort of the motions that we needed to capture. He's just kind of demoing for Eric ahead of him coming into the studio. And then we brought Eric in, and we just spent an entire day rehearsing, practicing move, just so that we would have this footage ready to go once we went over to the mocap stage. And by the time we went to the mocap stage, we were very efficient because he knew exactly, you know, what to do. We could always bring up the video footage that he himself shot with us and then execute all the moves.
Adeline, you're actually right. Yeah, when you press the evade button and then X, he does a weird backflip. You're right. I don't know where I saw. Did my mind just make that up? I'm pretty sure he said that, but then he did a backflip. Maybe he just, I don't know. Okay, don't think too much about that. But I'm pretty sure he said that somewhere.
So here's an example of a move going through every step.
Hey, that's a runic attack.
James previs. Then we bring Eric in. Then on stage, he knows exactly what to do. And we can be a lot more efficient and focus on the quality of the movement rather than the idea. And this is after it's been polished and enhanced by our animation team. So yeah, keyframe animation is still critical for us to push this stuff through to the next level. So, in conclusion, I see I'm running a little bit out of time, so I just wanted to
rough times, yeah.
kind of recap. In order to breathe new life into Kratos, we definitely had to focus more on the human side, which we tried to do through animation by, getting more subtlety through motion capture, by getting the right performances in. We needed to evolve our animation team to embrace the motion capture technology, but also continue to play on the strengths of keyframe animation. And because of that, we revamped our approach to combat and narrative. And again, finding the right actors for not only the cinematics, but also for your combat motion is essential. But having said that, couldn't have done it with an amazing animation team.
He's such a nice
they
guy.
did an amazing job. They're, as well as the rest of the team, they really pushed through to get this project out the door, and I really appreciate all their help and effort. Thank you very much.
All right, so we're not gonna sit around for the Q&A, right?
So I think we have around.
I want that statue.
If anyone would like to.
I mean, I really enjoyed these things because, look, I'm a God of War fan, but I'm a gaming fan like overall, man. And I love like learning about how they do games and all that. So this one I've seen before. This is before. I mean, I had a channel back then, but I didn't really have this thing like hang out with the members and all that. I didn't have members back then. But this is actually Cory Barlog just talking about the process of reinventing God of War. So if you guys want to watch it next time, we can definitely do it. It's loud.
I'm sure many of you have already seen some of my.
He talks a little bit about lore.
Talks.
So if you guys want, we can watch this one next next Friday.
Exciting.
But I want to let you guys know that I'm not gonna be streaming. What is it? Sekiro next week. I'm gonna take a break from it because that game is gonna be really long. Instead, I'm gonna be playing this right here. It's called Bit of War. We can actually just. Okay, I'm gonna start it for you guys so you guys can get a glimpse of what this is. So yeah, it's God of War demade in 8-bit graphic. Just this is what it is. Just listen to the music. It's probably gonna be really loud. Come on. Okay, I'm not gonna play it right now, but I'm really excited to play this. I've seen the gameplay video, and it looks fun. Of course, it doesn't look... it doesn't look very God of War-y, but it's just Kratos, and he's got the Blades of Chaos, and he's just killing enemies. And it's more of a platforming game. It looks fun. It looks entertaining. I don't know. What an abomination is that? Yeah, so I can actually show you guys where to get it if you're interested. Bit of War. There we go. It's actually pretty old. Like, is it this one? Bit of War? No, that's not it. This is some bootleg site. I don't know what. Oh, here it is. Okay, it's the first one. So yeah, it's made by these guys. It's actually a Canadian company who made the game. And we can see some of the gameplay if you guys want to. It's a fan-made game, I should say. It's not canon at all. So that's it. That's the game right there. But yeah, when I saw it, I'm like, oh, I have to stream this. This looks so entertaining. Yeah, you can quit Sekiro. It's too long. I didn't expect it to be that long. No, I don't want to quit it entirely. I just want to take a break from it because it's going to take me a while. And, you know, get back to playing something that's more God of War related. But, no, I'll definitely finish it because I am having fun with Sekiro. But, yeah, guys, that was it. If you guys want to do a type of a Q&A thing, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else. There's a lot of racing and race. Which one's this
job
one?
security. We were like, all right, let's just check this in.
There's a lot of these ones actually.
And you know, it turned out pretty good. It actually fit. To do that, you had to press L2 twice.
So yeah, we can watch all of these ones if you guys want to.
This all looked good, and we were like, okay, maybe that played.
GDC talk, taking an accident. We saw that one. Anime. That's the one we saw today, and that's it. So it's only there's only 4. 4? Yeah, 4. Alright, that was fun. Gotta go now. See you next time. Take it easy, Adeline. Thank you so much for stopping by. But, yeah. I mean, it was quite fun. Thank you guys so much for being here, I guess. Mario, I will have my revenge. Is there any videos you guys want to watch? Like short God of War videos or videos you just want to watch in general? By the way, GDC's got a bunch of videos on a lot of games. There's one on Spider-Man that I might be watching soon just by myself. I don't think you guys want to watch that. This one here. Just found out I'm out of school until Wednesday. Awesome, man. Fun, man. Just play games or do homework. I don't know. It's up to you. What about Ascension Super Bowl trailer just for fun? Oh no, dude. It's not just that I'll get demonetized. I might get a strike because it uses music from it's an actual song. It's not a song of a game. Like I'll get straight up demonetized. Damn, I didn't get a notification. I'm so sorry, Timbo, man. I really need to open. I'm gonna start looking into opening up a Discord for you guys, for the members. So you guys at least get the notifications. But even that is not guaranteed sometimes. Let's watch your old videos. Why? No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that today. Okay, I'm going to leave that for the 80,000 special, okay? I'm kind of dreading just thinking about that. I really don't want to watch my old videos. Please don't do that. This is a speedrun. What the hell? My Eagle video? No way, man. No way. But I guess I'll end it here now. There's not much to talk about, I guess. I saw an article. I might just do that and make that into a video of one of the Santa Monica developers saying that they're taking inspiration from The Last of Us. And I'm scared, as you should be. But, yeah, I might just make that into a video. Sekiro speedrun? No way in hell. Let me check Spec Lizer now that I saw that guy. Spec Lizer, what is he even up to? Spec Lizer. So he's doing God of War, The Last of Us 2 stuff now. Yeah, that's fine. He did a lot of God of War videos. Oh god, Thor's gonna bash Kratos' head in, and Atreus will spare him. I have to ask Bruno Velasquez about the Demos model. Like, why was there a Demos model for Ascension? It's just, it doesn't look like the one from the PSP. I'm gonna have to ask him about that. I'm really curious. Because I read the art book of Ascension, and they don't really mention like building a Demos model. There is an younger Ares model, but he never made it into the game as well. You know, I feel like Ascension cut out a bunch of stuff. Hey, that's my video. My videos. But yeah, I'm just gonna end it here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all of my members, especially the new ones. Thank you guys so much for supporting me monthly. You guys are awesome. You guys are the reason why I can call YouTube my job. It sounds cheesy, but it's true. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. And until Monday, I'll see you guys Monday for is it Monday when I stream? Yeah, I stream Monday, and I'll be streaming Bit of War, this one here, at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, until then, wait, I got a question. You could ask him, are you able to tell us anything about Ragnarok? He's not gonna answer that. He's not gonna say anything. He'll get fired, man. He's got a disclosure agreement. Is that what it's called? Disclosure something. I don't know. Ares model made it into the multiplayer Cuba. Yeah, but it wasn't the same one though. Like, there's, we can talk about that if you guys want to. I mean, it might have. They might just worked on it and then decided to change the model. Young Ares, God of War, Ascension. Yo, Ruckus, man, thank you so much. Welcome. Yes, there's this guy. This guy. The final one was this one, which looks nothing like this Ares. Somehow I feel like he was going to be in the game somehow, like part of the story. That's one of the things that I hated about God of War Ascension. Like, it didn't really feel important at all. See, I mean, like, there's concept arts for his whole body. It wasn't just the statue you worship in the multiplayer. It's just he was going to be a full-on character. NDA, non-disclosure agreement. Exactly, that one, yeah. I forgot what it was called. A flashback, most likely. Yeah, it's fine if it was a flashback, but just make the story seem a little bit more important. You had the sisters of, I always call them that, the Furies, which were just disappointing enemies. They sucked. Athena wasn't in it. It's just, what the hell? Is there an Ares toy? God of War. Ares toy? I want to own it. I want it. I want it. Where did he get that Ares face? This is one I want to get. I bought on Amazon a while back one of these. I think it was this one. Yeah, the Medusa head one. But I want the one with the Blade of Olympus. This one looks so cool. Oh, that's cool. I thought this was the interview I missed. No, we're gonna announce that whenever we get the foundation approved on YouTube. We're gonna announce it, and we're gonna market it, because, you know, we want as many people there, obviously. I know there's like a Sue's God of War, a Sue's toy. Sisters are fake. This one right there. This, it's just so freaking expensive though. I want to own this as well. They're just so rare. And a Hercules one too. Man, I'm down. I want them. It just looks so cool. I want it. I really want it. Dude, how do you get these, man? Like, where can I buy these things? Because I'm sure they're not even available on Amazon. Aphrodite statue? I don't think there's an Aphrodite statue. Aphrodite. How do you spell Aphrodite? No, there's not a toy of her. Did they sell Aphrodite toy also? No. I get a toy, as in sex toy. I got it. I'm not stupid. Oh, it's the Kratos bust. Wait, that's not it. I saw this. I also want this one. He looks kind of chunky, but I like the fact that he's standing on a Zeus statue. I've always liked this one. Yeah, Kratos is chunky though. Like, why is he so chunky? Where can I get this? This one is so badass. Dude, let me buy it, man. Let me buy it. I'm gonna give Kanaruhi a virus here. Looks so cool. Check eBay, Cap. Yeah, I know, but they're super expensive on eBay. I'll check later. This one looks so cool. I'll be honest, like, the coolest thing is the Zeus statue. Because Kratos looks like a Street Fighter character in this thing. But on Amazon a while back, they had a Kratos bust. Wait, they sold the gauntlet? Gauntlet of Zeus? Custom action figure. Remember that. But Amazon had one of these. This one looks kind of bad. But Amazon had one of those that made of bronze, I think. And it looked really cool, but it was just way too expensive. Like $300, I think, Canadian dollars. Amazon. Alright, Kratos bust. Wait, what the hell is this? What kind of fake toy is this? It's like he's an N64 character. What the hell? It's a PlayStation 1 version of Kratos. Why does he look so derpy? Never seen this before, and it's $59. Why is it so expensive? Kratos bust. So yeah, it was one of these things. All right, let me look up a Zeus toy. Chinese Kratos. What are God of War Zeus toy? This is not it at all. This is not it. Okay, let's go to eBay. I'm sure they're on eBay. They're just super expensive. Goid. Chinatos. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this. I got one of these toys. Where is it? I think I got this one on eBay. It might have been Amazon. Amazon still sells them. I mean, yeah. Here it is. $300, man. I ain't got that kind of cash flow. He would kill me. Yeah, I mean, but Kratos does look really derpy. But that's Zeus statue, though. Damn. Chinatos. Oh my god. And again, it just seems like I'm just being mean with Ascension and all that. But even this statue is not that Whoa, that's not the one. That's a fake one. What the hell? Is that? No. That's not the real one. What in? It's a counterfeit. Oh my god, he looks Asian. He looks Asian. Oh my god. The one with the Blade of Olympus is 19. Which one? Blade of Olympus, 19. It is, yeah. That's not too bad. I was gonna say that the Ascension statue is not even that cool, but the one I saw there it's not even the real one. It's a counterfeit. Kratos went to Chinatown. Can I look at them? Oh my god. They look so bad. I mean, this one's a little bit cheaper. But still. Again, Kratos. I'm gonna look up for the Kratos bust. Russian Kratos. God of War bust. I would love that bust. Oh, I found it. Wait, 39. This is fake. This has to be fake. Okay, here it is. This is the one I saw on Amazon. Wait, why is it so cheap though? I don't trust it though. I mean, look at the bronze one. The one on the right. That looks so cool. Why is it so cheap though? I really don't trust this. Not one bit. Is it just a painting or something? That's Curtis. This looks badass. He's like a Roman emperor. Why are they so cheap here though? Like, I was not expecting them to be this cheap. I feel like something's up. $60? Because it's not bronze. Yeah, I guess. That makes sense. But I mean, I just find them so cool. Well, I've always liked Roman statues and Greek ones as well. This looks badass. All right. What else do you guys want to look for? God of War Collector Edition. This is the one I have. I have this one. Okay, so here's the Ascension one. Let me see if it looks derpy as well. Oh my god, I actually think it's the one. Why is it so derpy? I mean, it doesn't look like that. Hades. Okay, well, we're gonna look for the Zeus one. Yeah, God of War. How much are they? Zeus. Say yes. God of War. Say there it is. $300. I mean, they're selling them like they're freaking comic book, like I don't know, like action figures, like Star Wars action figures or something. I mean, God of War will eventually get to that point, but $300 now? That's a little too expensive. I want it. I really do. Look up other options. Search up Mint God of War 1. Mint God of War 1? I'll look for it now. Hold on. I mean, this one's a little bit cheaper, though. Is it new though? Doesn't seem to be open, but oh, okay. So he's showing me the damage there, I guess. That's okay. That's not too bad. I mean, oh my god, it's the real deal. It's not. I mean, $100 is expensive, but it's not as bad as $300. Search up Mint God of War 1. What are you looking for? The demo disc? What? The Hydra Battle demo disc for resale? Dude. I don't have a PlayStation 2 though. I want that. That's history right there. That's a demo disc. An Epic Adventure Conquest, Destiny, and Revenge coming March 2005. I would love to have this. But I don't have a PS2. I mean, like, what's the point? Yo! It comes with this cool thing. One dying wish from a desperate warrior allowed him to survive, but brought him a lifetime of despair. Now the only way to right the wrongs of his past is to master the powers granted him by the gods of Olympus. God of War, the epic adventure of Conquest, Destiny, Revenge, coming March 2005. That is so cool. Cap, what about the vase from Tyr's Temple? Do they got that? They have a mug. I'm gonna look for that. Hold on. That is so cool. I would love to have that, but I don't have a PS2. It's kind of pointless. God of War. Tyr vase. You look for that. No, I don't think they have the actual vase, but I have the mug, which has the art in it. God of War. I hate this keyboard. Damn it. God of War mug. It's actually pretty rare. Oh, this one's cool though. Tier mug? How would you even look for it? Yo, what the hell? Is that Etsy? Okay, I know this is not. Okay, it's fan made. Okay, the first one looks really cool. Tier mug? How would I look for that? I mean, I'm not gonna find it here. I'm gonna have to Google it. Hold on. God of War. Tier base mug. I don't even know how Kanoriki found it. She's the one who got it for me. I don't know how she. Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh, it's from Loot Crate. Okay, that's why. It was one and okay. It was a limited edition type of thing. God of War vase mug. Vase. Man, it would show up here. It is so rare. I may have one of the few ones in the world, man. Humble flex right there. Cap, remember the picture I sent you months ago of the God of War game that was $9,000? I bought mine from eBay. What, the game or the mug? I'm pretty sure Kanoriki got the mug from eBay as well. They just don't sell them anymore. My eye hurts. This is not it. But I would like to have the vase itself, but that's not gonna happen anytime soon. And recently, I was lucky enough to actually win the giveaways. Santa Monica did. What the hell is that? Okay, I'm gonna get demonetized. It's just it is what I thought it was. Okay, going back. I don't want to get demonetized. But I was fortunate enough to actually win the giveaway Santa Monica did, and I got a beer stain. I don't know if that's how you say it. God of War beer stain. Stain. So yeah, it's a mug to drink beer. But see, it's not even here. Like, only very few number of people have that. I mean, these things are kind of fancy though. Oh, the mug. Okay, I got you. Look at this thing. So badass. But yeah, I do really. I might consider just getting that Hercules one, but I mean, it's too expensive. Oh god, this is 74, but it's opened. That's why. That's why it's open. Do it. It's opened. He looks kind of derpy as well. But yeah. And I thought I was actually going to end the stream like a while back. And it turned out that I just want to look up God of War toys. I would believe it's on eBay, maybe on Etsy or some junk. Well, it wouldn't be on Etsy. Etsy is a place where you just buy stuff fans have made. We can look up Etsy. Is that how you say it? No, it's Etsy. No. Etsy.com. Okay. And then look up. Damn it. God of War stuff. So this is things that fans themselves make and then they sell it. Oh my god, that axe. That axe. Yo. I would say hold my beer, but instead hold my controller, man. That looks awesome. And it's fan made. Boy, it's so beautiful. Thank you so much. Dude, that looks badass. Go to Etsy. I'm on Etsy right now, yeah. Damn. One of these days, I'm gonna get one of these. I promise you guys. I actually got one of these bottle openers. They're pretty cool. No, I got the. Is it the keychain? I think it's the same thing. Yeah. I'm getting one. You're getting one of those things? What is this? Wall art. Oh, it's a shield. I see. It's a Spartan shield. Get that. It looks sick. It really does look sick, man. I don't really understand how they sell these things. Because, I mean, like, shouldn't it be illegal? They're using... I'm not trying to get them in trouble or anything like that. But, they're using property, Sony property, right? How do they do it, though? What is this? Engraved wooden in a wooden box. That's cool. Honey, that's nearly $200 controller. You're just gonna put your controller on the table. Yeah, I know, but still, shush. I'm not gonna get it. Don't worry. Hey, what is this? Like Star Wars Kratos? What is this? Sith Kratos? Oh, it's just a hoodie. Okay. I thought it was like Sith Kratos or something. Iman's like, I'm getting one. It's freaking expensive though. It's very well done. At least there's a video. Hold on. There's a video. Yo, it's so well done, man. It looks legit. Yeah. Okay, I'm not getting it, honey. I'm not getting it. Don't worry. Keep it when he sees a $200 controller stand. Oh, let me look up Mimir. Hold on. Here, let's see what they done for the poor Mimir. Nothing. Poor Mimir. Oh! Did a boulder bust. Doesn't look very good though. Not too good. See, a boulder toy, I would love that. Oh, the Blade of Olympus. It's a keychain. Whatever happened to that guy on Twitter who was working on the Blade of Olympus on a 3D printer? He hasn't tagged me on any more of those stuff. Search the vase. Okay, I'll look it up. If you want theories, I got theories. I'm sure you do, man. I'm sure you do. God of War a mug vase. It's not gonna be here. I'm telling you. This is more for people who create stuff. Hey, look. If you guys want to change the skin on the PS5. The skin. Yeah, it's not here, man. Alright, let me look up Blade of Olympus real quick if they've updated it. Olympus. No. Okay. It's kind of short though. Oh man, still cool. $700. Did someone actually buy it? He's extremely responsive and upfront about everything. Very easy to get a message back. And the Blade Olympus, she's very well made, super strong and beautiful. Custom order LED version of Samus. Okay, that's something else. I mean, it looks cool, but it's just so expensive. 700. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, exactly, Curtis. I'm not gonna fall for that. I mean, it's not that he's trying to trick me. I'm sure it took time to make, but I'm not gonna spend $700 on that thing. It's kind of short though, honey. The real blade is like 7 feet. Yeah, it's gonna be shorter. No, it needs to be a replica. It needs to be the same size. It needs to be up to scale. Mount Olympus? What is this? A video game inspired candle? What? Okay, what does it do though? It lights up. What is it? Does it smell like Olympus? Have you been to Olympus? How does it work? I kind of want to buy one. Okay, I loved it. The packaging and the scent was amazing. Sits on my shelf and fills the room with pleasant smell. So glad this candle is themed after my favorite cowboy game. Cowboy game? Cowboy? What are they talking about? Rapture? There's other ones? What does it do? It's a candle. Yeah, but why is it themed? Like, what does it have, like, Mount Olympus? Like, you know, you get, like, strawberry candle, I guess. Like, you get flavors. That flavors, like, smells. Why Mount Olympus, though? Like, there's just... I found that funny. I'm sorry. Oh my god, what is this? I feel bad now because I'm just making fun of their creations, and I couldn't do this even if I wanted to. But I mean, it's a little bit expensive. I'm sorry. The Mimir's not that bad though. Hangable head. Wait, how big is it though? I mean, Mimir's head looks pretty detailed. That looks cool. Confirmed. Cuba eats candles. Shush. There's another one of these controller handles. Not handles, mounts. Cool, cool. Imagine if the company's called Mount Olympus. I mean, is it? Is it though? What is that candle? I feel like I want to buy it. I want to buy it and then do a review on it. They're magnets though. How did you mess up the Leviathan Axe, man? Why is it so curvy? I mean, look, there's more. Rapture from Bioshock, Aperture Laboratories, Raccoon City, what? I don't get it. I really don't get it. The candle smells like Olympus sewers. That's how he got so many theories. He hated the Mount Olympus candle and I ascended to Olympus itself. It melted under the sun, lol. There's so many of these candles, like Uriel Field the Isle. I don't get it. Vinewood, that's from GTA, isn't it? Yeah. I really don't get it. Okay. You know what? Hey, he's making a go of it, okay? Oh, there it is. There it is. What's the description of it? Okay, here we go. High atop Mount Olympus sits the Temple of the Gods, and the throne of Zeus, their king. As Kratos walks up the steps of the temple, the sun is beaten down upon the fluffy clouds in the sky, disguising the temple. As the wind blows, the breezes carries in the scent of the storms blowing in from the horizon. So it smells like storms? I don't get it. I really don't get it. And shouldn't the Rapture one be stinky because it's under the sea? It's fishy. Is there an Aphrodite? Is there an Aphrodite candle smell? I'm gonna look for it. Oh, Aphrodite candle. God of War. I honestly can't believe there's 100 people watching me look for this. Okay, you know what? I'm going into the Aphrodite territory, and that means boobs, and I'm gonna get in danger. I'm gonna get in trouble here. So let's just avoid Aphrodite altogether. Click the more button on the description of the candle, you boomer. Okay, where is it? Also, what are you doing on your phone? Shouldn't you be at work? Where's the candle? I lost it. I lost the candle. Oh, the Bifrost. Dude, that's cool. Dude, I want that. I want to hang it from my backpack. That's kind of cool. Cap, search up Aphrodite's bathwater. Yeah, that's not happening. Not at all. You need to play God of War 3 while playing God of War 3 as a stream? Wait, what? You need to play God of War 3 while playing God of War 3 as... I don't get that comment at all, man. It's been on the recently seen things at the very bottom. Oh, there it is. Okay. Thank you, honey. Hey, Tanho, what's up, man? I would love getting that. Yeah, it looks cool, man. Okay, okay, description. Learn more about this item. Inspiration: God of War. This scent is comprised of notes of soft musk, vanilla, ylang, is that how you pronounce it? And subtle undertones of mixed floral and spice. Hi, I'm Chris. Thanks for visiting Game Worlds Illuminated. I'm a gamer who loves being immersed as possible into the worlds I'm exploring. True immersion requires involving as many senses as possible. And one day I started to wonder what would the environment smell like, and thus Game Worlds Illuminated was born. Oh, okay, so I mean, it's kind of cool. These candles uses fragrance combinations to achieve a truly unique scent that you will only find here. All these candles are mixed and cured by hand in small batches. The key to maximizing your experience with this candle is to ensure the wick is trimmed 1/4 above the candle surface before burning. This will ensure an even burn across the whole candle and the longest possible lifespan. A larger flame will burn at a higher temperature and cause the wax to melt quickly. What is he? He's explaining candles to me? These candles are soy and vegetable wax with a custom fragrance mixture. Limit candle burning to 4 hours or less and burn on a flat surface away from children, pets, or flammable material. All these candles are made to order. All sales are final. If you experience delivery issues, please reach out directly and I will try to make things right for you. I mean, how does he get the reference to, like, what is soft musk, vanilla, and ylang? Is that Greek somehow? Is it Greek? I don't know if it is. Buy it, boy. I kind of want to buy it. I kind of want to play God of War with this candle. Let me read the Rapture one. Let me see what the description says. Hold on. Okay, wait, where is it? Yeah, here we go. This scent is comprised of notes of tobacco, cherry, bourbon, salty seawater breeze, and musky seaweed. You know what? I'm starting to gain a little bit more respect for the guy because it is kind of themed, I guess. Like tobacco. They smoked a lot in Rapture, though. Salty sea breeze and musky seaweed. It's kind of interesting, though. I might get the Olympus one. I want to play God of War with that. Oh, okay, this one. Let's see what this one's. Okay, what is this about? Can I visit this one? Raccoon City. What does this smell like? Cap, look for God of War underwear. Oh, I will, man. I definitely will. The scent is comprised of notes of leather, orange, musk, patchouli, sandalwood, rose, jasmine. Okay, I don't know. I'm not a scent guy. I don't know. These candles truly smell like the depths of Hades. I'm curious to see what it smells like. God of War underwear. Oh my god, you're gonna get me in trouble, man. You're gonna get me in trouble. I sense sarcasm. Oh my god. It wasn't even God of War themed. How dare you, Iman? If I'm demonetized, you're out of the channel, buddy. You're out, okay? I don't want your money anymore. Alright. Oh man. Okay, what else do you guys want to look for? This actually turned into a pretty fun stream, just looking up things. I'm not a scent guy. You don't say. I'm not, because I don't know what any of those words mean. I'm like, what the hell? The hell is ylang? Patchouli. I think I've smelled sandalwood before, because you got me a beard thing that kind of smelled like it. God of War jewelry? God. Damn. Okay, that's not too bad. It's a lot of bling, though. You know what's one of the things I want to get? Oh, that's kind of like the ring Canary he got for me. That's kind of cool. Norse jewelry is pretty cool, actually. But, what the hell? Okay, let's just move forward to that. Spartan Rage now. I'm just saying, you're having fun doing something Markiplier would do, looking up candles and turning into a meme. I am. I'm turning into Markiplier. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I am Markiplier. Is that a Bible? Musician. What's I gonna look for? I was gonna look for something else. Any God of War snacks? I don't think they'll sell snacks here. God of War snacks. No, they wouldn't have that. Let's go to Amazon for that. I really doubt there's anything like that. God of War snacks. Nah. Never seen it. Today's the day to get demonetized. You freaking. I feel like you looked it up. You're like, oh, ho, 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 ho. Girls' booties. Like, I'm gonna tell him to look for that because you did your research. You knew what you were doing. Okay. Oh, that's cool. I want one of these. I want them. How about God of War posters? I mean, I can look for them. Posters just don't really get my attention that much. I don't know. I mean, this thing really jumps out. This is really cool. Wasn't this I think Santa Monica was advertising this, weren't they? This looks cool. It looks like an Avengers poster. You know what? This one, I like this one. I'm pretty sure Santa Monica was advertising one of those posters. This one looks cool as well. Type in Captain Cuba to see if someone... Oh my god, I'm definitely gonna type in Captain Cuba now. Hey man, it's not my fault. I didn't know, Cap. I swear, I randomly came up with that. No, you were trying to get me in trouble. Oh! Oh! I want this. I really want this. This looks cool. I don't even like paintings, but I would hang that on my wall anytime. Okay, I'm gonna look up Captain Cuba now. Hold on, let me just scroll down a little bit. Honey, aren't you gonna get in trouble? Okay, you're about to finish anyway. Okay, never mind. Type in Captain Cuba. Let's see what comes up. I'm not that famous, so... Yeah, there's nothing here. Okay. I can only dream of that day that people will make... I don't know. Fan things to sell. I can only dream of that. Oh my god, it's selling fast. It's telling me to get it. I kind of want to get it. I kind of want to get it. Something for copyright and get rich. I'm pretty sure those posters have stolen art. I suggest supporting the actual artist. How would I look for that though? God of War custom poster. Poster. Kratos canvas print. David Jaffe unframed canvas. Game canvas roll. Video game roll. They're just putting in keywords like David Jaffe. He's not in it. I mean, he worked in the game. God of War shoes. Look at God of War shoes on. How do you spell shoes? Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, I thought it was giving a thumbs up. He's just holding the axe. He's like, yeah, get these shoes. Ah, crap. Okay, hold on. I kind of forgot how to spell shoes. There's actually not that many. I highly doubt the artist would sell the posters for $25. No, you might be right. I just don't know how to contact the actual artist, so I'm just gonna buy it. I'm not gonna buy it. Don't worry. Yeah, and this one's only like $7. Yeah, there's something fishy about this. God of War phone cases. Yawn. I hate your keyboard, honey. Or I'm just not used to it. Oh, damn, that's a Darth Vader one. That looks cool as hell. Yo. It's a lot of Star Wars one. There's actually... Oh my god, the Star Wars are amazing, dude. Look at this. It's like X-Wing schematics. Damn, those are cool. There's not a single one for God of War. What is this? Custom retro PlayStation 1 inspired case. That's cool. Oh my god, they... Okay, wait. They actually got the back and all that. That's awesome. Yeah, Suraj, take it easy, man. 100 people are just watching you look up random stuff on Etsy. I'm pretty jelly. Well, I mean, it's still God of War related. It is fun, though. Next time, we're just going to look up God of War memes, okay? What time is it? I was actually going to end it about an hour ago. And then you guys got me talking about God of War toys, and we ended up looking this stuff up. Like, for God of War shampoo, I really doubt that's a thing. Yeah, no, okay. We're getting too much into the... No one's gonna make a God of War shampoo. Like, why would you want to smell like Kratos, though? He smells like Cyclops blood and troll, I guess. Hey, Triple A, man, what's up? Welcome. Type in God of War bust or statue. God of War bust. What is this? Oh my god, he looks so derpy. Mr. Eggman. I guess it might just be the shine here. It just kind of makes it like... It makes it look like he has a pointy head. No good, no good. He's... I don't know. If I shine some light on it, it's just going to blind me. And this one looks straight like a Roman emperor. Like, why does he look so old? Hello, Julius. Look at that! He's deformed. Nah, that ain't Kratos. I'm sorry. Oh, man. I know this is not God of War. I mean, it's still Greek, but still, this looks so cool. Alright. The God of War computer? What? Wait, God of War computer? Again, like, okay, let's just bet. I really doubt we're gonna see something God of War. Put here. Yeah, no, there's no. I knew that. I mean, thought it wasn't gonna happen. That doesn't look like Kratos to me. He really doesn't, Timbo. He really doesn't. Wait, search God of War shield. Oh, good idea, good idea. And then Golden Fleece. I hate this keyboard. Oh my god! God of War shield. Oh boy. Oh boy. Is it real? It's freaking real. I mean, of course it's not gonna open up like really cool in the game, but it's actually real, man. They made one. Beautiful reproduction of the Guardian shield used by Kratos in the game. A shield all resin with ornament on the side, a metal handle, and a scratch in the back of the shield for better support in the main, and chain allowing you to hang it on the wall. Dude, it's so cool. There's a picture of it? No, that's not it. They actually have one. Yeah, buy our shampoo. The spokesperson for our product is bald. That is pretty funny. Is this one even better? 3D print? I mean, what would this do though? I don't know what that is. It actually opens at will? No, in the game, I think he just flicks it. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's the shield closed. Of course, it's just a 3D model. Okay. What I was gonna look for the golden fleece, right? God of War. Golden fleece? Is that how you spell it? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you won't get this. Like, the game is too old. Shampoo for the bald. Hey man, your head smells nice. I don't know. They can still use it if they wanted to. It actually opens at will. Okay, I read that. Okay, it's 60 centimeters. How big is that? I don't have a point of reference to it. All right, so I think I'm gonna end it here. We looked up some God of War toys, some God of War crazy. I'm really tempted to look up like God of War sex toys to see if something comes up, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm so tempted, but I'm not gonna do it. But I'm so tempted. You don't even know. The hammer. You won't see the God of War hammer. Like that's from a B character. Hammer. No. Oh my god. They made me Mjolnir. Oh. Yo. 3D printed model. There's lighting inside. There are power keys in 3 different animation modes. Full finish operations have been done. That is so cool. That is so cool. I still regret not being able to buy it. Which one? Dude, that looks amazing, man. But look how much it is. I mean, yeah, it's Connery would be very mad if I were to get that. And yeah, when Mert said like hammer, I wasn't thinking of Thor's hammer. I was thinking of the Barbarian hammer. That is so epic. Gauntlet of Zeus. Gotta afford Gauntlet. If that's in it. Oh. How do you spell Gauntlet? Gauntlet of Zeus. No, you wouldn't get that. I want to get that Mount Olympus candle. I really do. Cap, cover the screen and look for sex toys. No, I'll do that later. I'll do that later. Anyways, all right. I'm legit gonna end it now, okay? Because I've been meaning to end the stream so many times now that I lost count. But it has been so fun. Thank you so much to all of my members, especially the new ones. You guys are awesome. I'll see you guys Monday for for Bit of War. It should be pretty fun. But yeah, until then, remember, go forth in the name of Ragnarok.